So, I have Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed October 10th, 2001. I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and being that it's World IBD Day, May 19th, I figured what better day to do this. IBD, inflammatory bowel disease, in other words, such as Crohn's or colitis, is not IBS. IBS is not a chronic disease, it's not categorized by inflammation, and a lot of people don't realize the difference between that. I am not going to go into all the details. I do have Crohn's, and during my last checkup, I was told that it might be possible that I'm in remission, which is great. However, a lot of the other symptoms have not really subsided, but I'd much rather take joint pain and fatigue and everything over pain and all the other not very nice symptoms that come with IBD. Crohn's is labeled as an invisible disease because it's not something that you can physically see on someone. Like, someone can look at me and not realize that I have this disease, that I am sick. So it is kind of a struggle when it comes to the rest of the world because, again, people just don't understand how debilitating it can be. For me, I'm very fortunate. My symptoms have not been as severe as Crohn's can get. I read stories, I follow a lot of groups on Facebook, I see what can happen, and I am very, very grateful that I have been relatively okay. Usual symptoms include abdominal pain and cramping, diarrhea, loss of appetite, weight loss, chronic fatigue, joint pain, and depression. For me, the abdominal pain hasn't been that bad, but my joints, I feel super old. I am 32 years old, and sometimes I wake up and it's ridiculous. I didn't believe that joint pain had anything to do with Crohn's. But I also read lately that RLS, or restless leg syndrome, can be associated with Crohn's, and I have had issues with my legs for years. I remember getting scans and the doctor couldn't find anything wrong, but I can't always sleep at night easily. I can't lay on my side without having severe pain. I constantly have to move, and even still, it just continues to bother me. Last night, well, this morning, very early, I had to get out of bed. I had to walk around. I was crying because I was so exhausted and I could not sleep. And I'm kind of doing this video just to bring a little bit of awareness. I am not a doctor, but this is just my experience. It's hard. Some people have it worse than others. Once again, I have been fairly fortunate. I've been on Remicade for over a year now. It's an infusion that I get once every 2 months. I go into the office and I sit there with an IV in my arm for like 3 hours, which sounds like a lot, but I'd much rather do that than take the 16 pills that I used to take every single day. I have been on several different medications, all oral. I've been on a steroid too, and that really messed me up. Talk about severe joint pain. It really, excuse my language, fucked my legs up big time. And it also made me gain a lot of water weight. And this is not meant to be in any way conceited, but I was skinny all my life. And I'm a good weight now. I'm not gonna get into that, but for someone who never had to deal with that type of thing, it was a struggle. It was new, it was different, and I was getting looks from people at work that, you know, thought I was suddenly pregnant, or, you know, I was just getting fat, which, yeah, in a sense I was. It was just a lot, and my body never really jumped back from it, so it's kind of been a problem with image. But besides that, it's really just struggling with the everyday other things. My fatigue is really bad. I have good weeks and then I have really, really bad weeks. My joints have been really bad. My husband and I just bought bikes semi-recently, and we've been trying to do that a little more because cycling at a casual pace can help. You know, I hate running, I hate exercise, but I've really been trying to do just a little bit here and there. I'm actually going to attempt like Pilates, which I don't know if I can do that. I don't really have patience, but we'll see how that goes. A friend of mine with cerebral palsy, she actually does Pilates and she says it helps her legs. She has really bad pain in her legs, and even though our situations are different, she's actually helped me in a lot of ways with coping, you know, with the pain, with the discomfort, and just everything else that comes with it. And it's hard because I can't even drive long distances sometimes. Like, I live in Pennsylvania now, but I'm from New Jersey, so all my family's over there. And it's like a 2.5 hour drive. It's not bad, but it can kill my legs because you can't really move or stretch while you're driving. And it's tough because, you know, I can't visit my friends as often as I would like. You know, I have a friend in Virginia, I have a friend in New Hampshire. It's tough, and it has actually caused issues with family. I can't always go to things, and part of the problem is I don't share what's going on or my experience, why I'm in pain, that I'm in pain. Last year it actually caused a whole big issue, and I don't even know if someone's probably still not talking to me because of it, and I don't really blame them, and I don't blame myself. I blame my body. What I do blame myself for is not expressing how bad I do get. And that's part of the reason why I'm just doing this quick video, because I don't really do well with opening up to others, like not even my family. It's hard to explain everything. And when I did try to explain, I did get the, I quote, "don't use the sick card." So I do have an appointment with my doctor next month. It's just a checkup, follow-up. She does blood work. Well, my vitamin D has been kind of bad. So I've been trying to get that under control before I get a deficiency. Common problem. And my husband and I will be asking about the possibility of getting pregnant at some point. Now, my doctor did mention that Remicade is not necessarily unsafe, but it's not the safest, and that she would want me to switch. And I just worry about that because Remicade has been working beautifully. I feel pretty good on it, and she even believed that I might be in remission. So I just worry because I've heard that it's like a 50-50 chance that it may not work again if you try to go back on it after being off of it for however long. So there are other medications out there that are very safe for pregnancies. So I guess it's just a matter of knowing what's what and then making that decision. And that's actually something I haven't really even spoken to many people about because I don't know how to mention it. I've never been a kid person, ever. I'm still not. Except for particular friends' babies and whatever. But, you know, I want one. I want a baby of my own, and I'm just nervous about it because what if other medications don't work? What if I try to go back on Remicade and it stops working? I'm trying not to stress about it right now because I haven't spoken to her yet. I have a whole month to go. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling for this video. You know, if you are a Crohn's or colitis fighter, I'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to comment or message me. Follow me on social. If you have questions and I can answer them, again, leave them below and I will gladly answer if I can. But even any advice would be great. The one thing to have is people who are going through the same thing that you are, that understand, and it helps. It helps a lot. And I don't really have many of that. I have a select few that are understanding, but it's, you know, it's not always the same. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. You can follow me on social. I do have a lot of happier videos coming in the future, especially in relations to a sibling's trip to Disney. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.